Hey guys, this is Trevor Probant. This is Land Investing Dirt Road to Wealth. Today we're going to talk back to back podcast, but today we're going to talk about adding $1.1 million worth of value in a blended way for about $210,000. So, what does that mean? That's about 5 times return on investment, right? So, if you're can't do math off the top of your head, that's basically what it means. So, what am I talking about? Working on a project right now in North Texas. It is about 100 acres. And what we're going to be doing with it is going to be kind of a mixed bag of true like platted development and non or plat exempt development, right? And so what we're talking about that is going kind of a mixed way of building that, right? It's got frontage, but it's also deep, right? It's got some issues as far as topography and access, right, to the backside. So, what the hell does that mean? Why do you care? Prove it, whatever. So, what this is in outside in the DFW market. It's about 20 miles outside of the metro, about 30 miles outside of what you would consider main metro area. And what it is, it's about 100 acres and it's a rectangle, and so it's got kind of a skinny end and the longer end. The skinnier end on the east side has good county road frontage. It's not farm to market. It's not a Texas highway, state highway or anything like that. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be running a platted 2.5 acre lots coming off of that road part, right? Um, that is quote unquote real development, right? That's coming in, building entrances, going through the planning process, going through the county engineering, surveying, all the things. But because it is a long, more narrow property, we're going to, on the behind that, with the rest of the property, we're going to be building 10 acre plus non or plat exempt uh, lots behind it. Okay. So we're going to have a mix of 10 acre tracts, and we're going to have another 2.5 acre tracts on the front side. This is a way, I haven't done it, but it just makes sense on this one, right? That you come in and it'll be a quick ability to turn 10 acre tracts in a hurry, but also to maximize your cost per acre by coming in through the full on platted process. So what that means is instead of all of it being worth 10, 11, 12 grand is a larger tract. What you can do is on the smaller tracts you're selling for 45,000 bucks an acre, and on the larger tracts you're selling for 25,000 bucks an acre. Okay, this is a great way to think about things differently and provide real value, and not just be so rigid in your thought process, right? Um, obviously, um, you know, obviously the land lends itself to that, but something that you may want to do on some of your other projects, right? Say you've got a mix of a little bit of everything, right? But it's closer to civilization, but maybe it has a lot of road frontage that you can. Yeah, I want to do 10+ acre tracts, but if we've got the water, we've got the frontage, we may be willing to come in and do 2.5, ones, fives, whatever that may be, right? It's a really, really cool way that you could almost make all your money back on the smaller tracks. It's a unbelievable opportunity if you just open up your mind to it a little bit. Okay. And more importantly, depending on the restrictions you set up with each individual track, it can decide on what we're going to, or what the overall value is for your new project. It's an ability to add a lot of value on a per acre basis. However, without going through and saying, hey, I'm going to turn 60 acres into nothing but 2 acre tracts. In certain areas, that could be a very, very long process. And so this blended approach, in my opinion, is technically ideal, right? If your land gives you the access, the water, and the topography in order to do that. So just something different, right? It's a different way of thinking about what you're going through instead of being so rigid and so cookie cutter with your ideas, your thoughts, your processes. It's a really, really cool way that, even if it takes you another 30, 60, 90, 100, 120 days to get the plating part done, running through the county, it's a great way that you can also get the larger tracks for sale in your neck of the woods. And more importantly, you can adjust that price to be on the lower side, hopefully increase the velocity of your sales on your 10 plus acre tracks while still keeping this preferred rate of return on the smaller tracks. So just a quick little podcast, just kind of talking about that, something to think about, whenever you're looking at a lead that comes through. It's got great frontage, but maybe you want to cut them into 2.5s or 5s or 1s or whatever fits your municipality and your county. So anyway, hope that helps. Look at things a little bit differently, build a great team, do good work, make a lot of money. Have a great day.